So, back by popular demand, I'm back for another video. I wasn't too sure what to do with this one. I was going to try and do like a day in the life of me, however, with it being in quarantine and with me still working, there wasn't much I could do. Like show you, it's like I couldn't, like it'd be boring if I filmed myself typing all day. Yeah. So I'm going to fucking fly him on though. Oh, pardon my language. So what I think I'm going to talk about is what my like kind of goals are to come out of quarantine. Like how now, I know that at the start of the video I did say that I was going to talk about my goals. However, I didn't actually have anything planned for the video. I just turned the camera on and started talking. It does end up going into something different. Yeah, so ignore, it's not my goals. I'm talking rubbish. So today I started my diet. Trying to get myself back together, trying to improve my mental health, which I think is really, really important during this crisis, because it's easy to lose yourself when there's a lot going on. Yeah, and I want to just try and better myself as a whole. What's that? Oh, I think it's just my mouth. I'm like, dirty. Yeah, it's a good idea to try and keep yourself busy, keep yourself going. And yeah, so what I've been doing is, honestly, don't ask me what I'm looking at here because I literally have no idea. Just staring at his face. Oh, God knows. Yeah, so basically how I'm planning it out, I'm doing shakes and stuff. Just trying to balance my diet out a bit more. I've cut out fizzy drinks. Only drinking water. So not eating after 8 o'clock. The reasoning behind that is because I feel like I know that the fasting, like, is it intermediate fasting? I can't remember what it's called. What they do is like it's like 12 till 8 o'clock you can eat. Then after 8 you don't eat, and then you don't eat till 12 the next day. However, I did try and start that today, but it got to about 10 o'clock and I was like, if I don't eat something, I'm literally going to die. So I just had my shake in the morning about 10, and then at about 2 o'clock I had my second shake, and then today, what am I talking about today? I'm actually losing the plot. About literally 10 minutes ago. What time is it? I don't even know how to find out because I'm filming this on my phone. I had my dinner, and now that is, I just had like a chicken and veg stir fry. Now that'll be me for the day. That's it. No more food. Yeah, yesterday I went a big cycle. However, and I was planning on doing that again today. However, the weather's not great, so I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do. It is raining, so it's like, don't really want to go for a walk. And I also don't really want to cycle because I don't want to have to go out in the rain. So I might try and do something in my house. Just running up and down the stairs. Just trying to fit in a bit of exercise for the day so that I'm not just sitting about. Especially the fact that I'm still working, I'm not got the opportunity to be very active. Whereas when I actually was physically going to work, I was walking at the bus stop in the morning, then walking from the bus stop in town to my work. I would like go somewhere at lunch or whatever, and then obviously the journey home. So I'm like, I was, even though it's not a lot, I was still slightly active, like I was going a walk, like I was walking, whereas me being in the house, I don't have the opportunity to do that, and I feel like I could really let myself go. So I'm trying to get outside. If I can't get outside, I am trying to at least do something. Another thing I want to talk about is my recommendations of what you can do to try and just take a minute, clear your head, even keep yourself busy is a better way to put it, just to try and, I don't know the way to word it. If you keep yourself occupied, basically, you're not going to get yourself in a bad headspace. And quite a lot of these activities are like, they're either quite relaxing or you're getting creative, so you aren't thinking about it. Like, you being busy is occupying your brain, so you're not letting in these bad thoughts. You're not letting yourself get into a bad place by doing these things, because you're keeping yourself occupied and you're also keeping yourself happy, because all of them are fun. Well, not all of them, but yeah. Yeah, so my recommendations of things you can get up to while we are still in this lockdown. Don't know how much longer it's going to be for, hopefully not long. However, these are my top tips. So the first one would be, definitely recommend this, is so good for your mental health. I honestly felt great after doing it, is I cleared through all of my old clothes. And I had, I think, about 6 bags that I ended up giving to charity. Is stuff that I've just piled it in. I was like, if I've not worn this in the past month or so, it's going in, out. Clear wardrobe, clear drawers, clear mind. I also completely gutted my room. It is getting a bit messy again, so probably should do that. Yeah, another thing is I decorated my room because I was getting bored of it, and I thought now's the perfect time. What's my finger doing? Now's the perfect time because I've got a lot of free time on my hands, whereas if I was trying to do it after work or whatever, it would just be an absolute nightmare. Yeah, I felt like that was quite liberating. I was buying some new things for my room to put up. Probably another thing is definitely get yourself outside. Even if you're like, oh my god, I can't be bothered, do it. Push yourself. Last night, for example, I was on FaceTime and I was like, I should probably go for a cycle, but I can't be bothered. And then I was like, you know what, I'm going to just do it, because I'm going to feel rubbish if I'm sitting in my bed all groggy playing the Xbox. I was like, it's a nice night, I'll get myself outside. So just, even if you can't be bothered, do it. 100% do it. Because I came home, I was only out for about half an hour or so, but I came home and I felt great. Like, I totally wasn't, I've never been one of the people that I'm fairly active, as you can probably tell. However, you definitely do get a proper boost in your mood from going out and doing something. 100%. You know, when you sit in your bed all day and then you're like, oh, and you feel minging, you just feel awful. And doing that just honestly made me feel 1,000 times better. I'd had a stressful day, but getting out and doing that, I felt great. Another thing, I would probably recommend testing your creative side. So I think this is when lockdown just started actually. I was like, you know what? I'm not a great artist. Never have been, probably never will be. But I decided to order myself canvas and some paints. and just give it a whack, give it a go. It wasn't amazing. However, doing that made me, like, doing something and finishing it gave me like a sense of pride. And like just like going for it, being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and you get your brain flowing, like you feel great. Even if you're just doodling on a bit of paper or whatever, do anything artistic and it just boosts your mood. It's great. Amazing. Me and my mum have also been trying our hand at baking. My mum's good at it. I'm okay. I've only made a couple things. Like we made that, remember that cake you used to get in primary school? And I'd like the white icing and the sprinkles and you used to get the custard. So we made that. My dad made like this cookie pie or whatever. And then I've made like banana bread, stuff like that, just your basics. I don't think I could ever make anything amazing. I do want to try and make banoffee pie because that is literally my favourite thing in the whole wide world. However, I don't know if I'm going to be very good at it. Probably have to phone my granny. Be like, Granny, help. Just, see, overall, just give yourself time. Take time. Now's the best time more than ever. Take a moment for yourself. Sit. Run yourself a bath. Do a face mask. Watch a film. Read a book. Do whatever. Go walk. Just take a minute for yourself because it's something that you take it for granted. Like, I know it's great to go and see your pals, but like sitting and giving yourself a minute, it's just take a time to relax. You don't have to speak to anyone. Turn your phone off. The amount of times in this lockdown I've turned my phone off and it's so liberating. And I am constantly on my phone. It is ridiculous how much I'm on my phone. My like screen time, it's always like 18 hours. Just turn it off. Turn it off. Don't speak to anybody. Obviously, maybe let your friends know so they're not like, oh my god, is she okay? Like, not heard from her. Or him. Just turn it off. Put a film on. Open a book. Take some time to relax. Because you're gonna, like, being in this whole, being locked in, not being able to see anybody, you're like, kind of lose focus on yourself. And you're like, oh, I don't really care, it's fine, nobody's going to see me, I can do whatever. Get dressed. Honestly. It sounds so silly, but I'm just staying at home, there's no point, like, I'm going to stay in my jammies. Get dressed. It makes you feel so motivated to just actually physically do something. Because if you're sitting in your jammies all day, you'll be like, oh, that's fine. Oh, whatever. But if you get dressed, you'll be like, you know what, I will go and do that. I will do that. I will do that. It's amazing. Like, get ready as if you are going to go somewhere. Don't lose touch with your friends. That's another thing, definitely recommend doing. Do not lose touch with your friends. Try, even if you're doing a call every weekend or whatever, because everyone's going through something at the moment. This is a very hard time for everyone. Reach out, speak to people. And even though we're all boosting our own mental health, try and help other people. Because now it is a very trying time for everybody. And any help that anyone can get is amazing. I am going to, in the description, put, all my socials will be there. So if anyone is going through anything, and I honestly will take, whatever I'm doing, I will stop whatever I'm doing to speak to you. Doesn't matter if we speak or not. Message me. I'm up for a chat. Chatty person. Yeah, I'll link all that, and I'm also going to put some helplines just in case anyone is really struggling and you feel like you haven't got anyone to talk to. It's okay not to be okay. And I am talking about boosting your mental health, but it's okay to have a bad day. If you are having a bad day, speak to someone, please, because I'm definitely one of the people that I hate talking about things. I hate getting into my own head and speaking about things, but after you do it, it feels amazing, and I feel like a lot of people need to hear that. If I know that a lot of people don't talk like me, but honestly do it. Speak to someone. I'll put all my socials, I'll put the helplines, and just last message. It is going to be okay. This is going to be over soon. It's not forever. Things get better. Peace.